I have this piece of meat. Now get on this other piece of meat.
Say, I'm gonna take your GTT panties off with my teeth.
Panties, eat this meat, and then spit it out. I really don't like how many times we all just said, I'm not even gonna say it. I am not going on your goddamn soundboard.
Say titties.
Titties.
Say it slow.
Titties.
Titties.
Now say it like you're ashamed of yourself.
Titties. I'm going on your soundboard, aren't I? Titties. I went ahead and turn us on in the middle of that by the way, good, so we are live now. I thought it was a good thing to start the show with. So, on that note, one, whoever's phone is going off, silence that shit. And then two, are you guys ready to start the show?
I usually do it when you say, "Are you ready to start the show?" I say, "Okay," and I silence my phone. So shut your fucking face.
Ooh, God, we're starting off aggressive tonight.
Yeah, man.
After the first time it goes off during the show, I'm the one that edits the show. I hear what happens.
All right. You guys ready for the countdown?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I'll take that as you're ready.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, John, I am prepared.
I need confirmation.
Yeah.
All right. 5,
Yes.
4, 3,
I can't see any of you guys.
2, 1, go.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune back in the house with that unusual intro for some reason. It's your boy, John Harrington here. We got John Regan choosing to play that unusual intro for some reason. Say hey.
It's just kind of a chill night. It's the night before Thanksgiving. It's a chill time, so we're playing the chill theme. Hey.
Hey. Okay. If that's what you call the chill theme, I don't want to see what the excited theme is. We got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
Hey.
And we've got David Fleming. Say hey.
I, for one, always associate the Caribbean with Thanksgiving. So, hey.
Yes, man. It's a dreadlock holiday here on Game That Tune. And if you're just joining us here on Game That Tune, it's going to be a great night. We're a little extra boozy tonight. It's the night before Thanksgiving for our live viewers, for our podcast listeners. Hope you're enjoying watching us in podcast form on your new 65-inch TVs that you camped out at Best Buy for or something. I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to listen to some video game tunes. We've all brought songs from games. We're going to try and guess each other's games with the songs, a little bit of trivia. Going to goof off, have a lot of fun. And the winner at the end of the night picks a theme for next week's episode and plays some bonus tunes. And Jesse Moore won last week's episode. So, Jesse, tell us about the theme for tonight's episode.
Well, thanks to the wonderful show Mandalorian, we all have cool armor on the mind. So how about games with armor?
Yeah, no, that's a good theme. It's funny the way, it's like, oh, it's about the Mandalorian and it's cool armor. Because if we're really going on what's like meme worthy about the Mandalorian, this would be like games with babies or games with Yoda.
I would love to do an episode that's games with Yoda.
Well, everyone's doing
caliber
that
stuff,
6. So we got to do a little different,
Yeah, I like it, man. No, it's a good theme. There's plenty of games in which you wear awesome, cool armor. None as cool as the Mandalorian. Jesse, I'm assuming that you picked Star Wars Bounty Hunter for the show.
I almost did, honestly. I had 3 songs lined up, and I was like, yeah, I get to talk about Jango Fett and switch it around to, talking about the Mandalorian. And then I was like, oh, but what about this game? And then I picked another game instead. So
right. So, yeah, man. There's plenty of games in which you play as an armor-clad character and look awesome doing it. So, yeah, we got some great games, great song selections. We got a great fan request for tonight's show. And really, I think unless we're just gonna hang out and dilly dally all night and not get to the point, I think we just gotta jump into it, babe. We're having a great time. So thanks for joining us the night before Thanksgiving. The turkey's fine. Don't go check on it. Let's have game one, Johnny.
Game 1.
Starting off on a lively note. All right, you guys must be pumped up after that. So, this game is the first game ever to be rated M for mature and feature this character. Excuse me. All right, guys. So you should be feeling pretty good after that, I assume.
Yeah.
Can you name a more iconic song?
Not in this episode. Oh, Johnny, so close. Time to scratch something out and change it before David shows his answer. No, it's too late.
Too late. I'm in.
Jesse says Metroid Other M, which is incorrect, but a great game featuring a great character wearing great armor. David says Metal Gear Rising
Give me
Revengeance,
a
which
second.
we're not reusing for the show. And Johnny, he's making a change. Johnny, oh my God, he made the right change. He crossed out Asylum and he wrote Knight. It's Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh wow!
Wow. I can't
Have we
believe it.
used Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on the show already?
Fuck yeah, man. Ages ago.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's okay if you don't remember. I don't remember recording a lot of this stuff. I only really remember it through editing. But man,
I don't go back and listen to previous episodes. I'm sorry.
you don't listen to podcasts featuring yourself? I mean, why did we even start this show?
I love listening to my own podcast. I'm not even joking.
No, we can't start getting this meta right now. We can save the discussion of how much we love listening to ourselves on podcasts for later in the show. Because I want to talk to David about his favorite character in his first M-rated game, Batman.
Okay, I would like to take this opportunity to clear the air. There seems to be some misconception that I dislike Batman. I don't. I love Batman. I just don't love seeing Batman 24/7. Like, Batman needs to take a break. Like, I love Batman. I just don't need Batman all the time.
Then you know what you need to do, Haas? It's Black Friday starting tomorrow, which is weird because it's Thursday. You need to go buy yourself a PS4. Excuse me. And I'll send you my copy of Batman Arkham Knight. And guess what? Batman's on a break. They don't make a lot of games in this series anymore. It's been a few years. So
I love this. Like, I'm just a little tired of Batman. Well, you know what you need to do? Play this
Play some
Batman game.
spend $200 and I'll send you a copy of this Batman game if you're a little worn out on Batman. This game will refresh you, motherfucker. No, but seriously, I don't know if this is the end of the Arkham series, but it seems like for now, because this came out 4 years ago. For now, this is the end of the Arkham series, and
Is this the one where you could drive the Batmobile?
fuck yeah, man!
Dope.
They should have called this, rather than Batman Arkham Knight, they should have called it Batman Arkham Car, because that's what this game is about, man. You have the Batmobile at your disposal, and the game really wants you to know it.
Does it ever lose its wheel?
Yeah, no, and the Joker, yeah, he almost got away, but no, yeah.
Spoilers.
There's that whole mission where Batman smells. It's crazy.
Actually, I know we're doing a bit right now, but legitimate question: is Robin in this game, or is it specifically only Batman?
Legitimate question.
Okay,
Does
well-
the PlayStation 4 have a smell-o-vision type attachment so that you can experience the Batman smells concept at home?
That is not a
ima-
legitimate question, and you know it.
Okay, but briefly, imagine if they sold that, like, the PlayStation 4 did have smell-o-vision, and they sold it, like, for Christmas, like, jingle bells, Batman smells, PS4 on sale.
You
could
know
smell-
Nintendo would come up with the smell thing first.
Yeah, We
So-
Stink would have been way ahead. of
Episode
Place-
title.
Does Batman smells
We Stink
mean-
would have been miles ahead of PlayStation Sniff. And it
See,
was-
like E3 2023, the Switch Smell-o-vision. E3 2024, hey, we're Sony and PlayStation. Here's our completely original, we thought of it first, Smell-o-vision.
yeah.
So would Batman
but no,
Vision
to answer,
would Batman smell-o-vision be that you smell like Batman smells and you're smelling him, or you're experiencing what Batman smells?
You smell what he smells. Obviously, they would need to load a full smell spectrum of Gotham City. So mostly just like urine
Piss.
and crime.
It's basically just like piss and injustice. The
Yes.
smell of injustice.
He smells crime.
It just
Leather.
blasts injustice whiffs right in your face.
Yes,
But no,
Johnny,
to
he
answer-
smells crime. He's a bat. He can't see well. He has to use his other senses.
It doesn't have supersonic hearing. He has crime smell.
Yeah, he's not Daredevil.
We're never going to get on track.
So what was the question?
No, but crime smell is a great episode title.
Is
That's my
Robin,
favorite metal group.
Is Robin in the game? Yeah, I think. It's been a while since I played this. David, I have questions. Is Nightwing Robin?
He was.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, David, maybe you can give me a rundown. Who is Dick Grayson?
Dick Grayson was the first Robin who became the hero Nightwing, and then for a brief himself.
Okay, and who is the guy that play? I think he's Nightwing. I think I know the answer to this.
Nightwing is Dick Grayson. I just established this.
No. There's another one. I feel like there's like 3 different Robins in this game for some reason.
Well, there would be there's Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, Stephanie Brown. There's a couple
Jesus.
different Robins.
Carrie
Okay,
Kelly.
so yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
Tim
Jason
Drake.
Todd.
Yeah, who's Tim?
Oh, Jason
who's
Todd. I
Tim Drake?
forgot Jason Todd.
Forgot Jason Todd.
Yeah, he's the
How
one who
could
got
you?
clubbed to death by the Joker and then became the Red Hood.
Oh, is that what happened?
Okay, so I have to take a brief moment. There was a great moment. Jason Todd was the second Robin. The Joker was going to kill him, and they actually put in like a call-in poll in the comics to decide if Jason would live or die. And they voted for him to die because he was that unpopular.
That's
Wow.
pretty fucked up to
Oh, that's great.
vote to kill somebody.
Yeah, we know like. So anyway, so this game is essentially Batmobile the game. You get to drive the Batmobile. The Batmobile fights criminals with you.
Wait.
Johnny,
I
shut
wanna
up.
see it, like
It-
walking around and like the
No,
car
it's-
from
it's
Roger
not-
Rabbit.
Please, I was going to say, please
not
tell
the
me it
Hornet
turns
car
into,
from
like,
Fighters
209
Megamix.
from RoboCop.
No, it's you can like park the fucking Batmobile and like launch yourself into a crowd of goons and be doing that Batman Arkham fighting shit. And then like it'll have a little icon that'll light up when you can do like a cool ass takedown, and you'll do something like uppercut a motherfucker, and then the Batmobile will shoot him. Like
So it's
It's-
basically the police car from Streets of Rage 1.
yes. Just like that, but on PS4, and it's driven by Batman. And yeah, I mean, Batman, he wears, just to tie into the theme briefly, yes, he wears cool armor, and you can like get other downloadable skins. You can get like the 60s Batman, the animated series. You can get like fucking like a Batman Beyond armor, which is dope. It's got a lot of cool costumes, obviously downloadable. And the game's fun. It is fun. There are things about it that push the limits of like how willing I am to like accept things about this fucking world. Like I know it's comic books and it's video games and it's wacky, but like the first couple of games, it's like, okay, Arkham Asylum, there's Riddler riddles all over the place, and you got to like solve a puzzle and throw a batarang at it. Second game, a little bit bigger. It's a section of Arkham City, and bigger Riddler riddles. This one, the Riddler has the same shit all over the town, but since you've got the Batmobile, there are times when you like drive into like a shutter door and it opens, and the Riddler has set up an elaborate underground racetrack for you to like navigate, and it's like, okay, hold on, man, how is this a riddle? Like the riddle is, how the fuck did he afford this? And I thought he was in prison. Like, what the fuck happened here?
Riddle me
Uh,
this, Batman. How are you gonna win this race?
That is literally. I'm sure that's a line
By
in the fucking game. Like,
driving really
yeah,
fast.
and it's not just like even a racetrack. It's like a racetrack with like mace balls and shit flying all over the place. Like, yeah, it's crazy. But
So the
it's a lot
Riddler
of
has
fun.
basically become arcade.
Yes, actually, if he had literally just said like, yeah, I'm sharing a cell with this guy from another universe, Arcade, and he let me put my stamp on a bunch of shit that he made. It's like, all right, yeah, cool, that's fine. But no, the Riddler's setting up elaborate racetracks to test your Batmobile skills. It's like, okay, so the Riddler only cares about you getting a platinum trophy, huh? Like this is really weird.
See, now it's getting all like meta. The Riddler is breaking the fourth wall to get you like a PlayStation trophy.
Exactly. But it is a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, like, the story itself is fine. I don't remember why they always come up with some reason for the streets to be empty of anybody but criminals. So I think this time there's a curfew in place because they're quarantining people because following the events of the previous games, like infected blood has been sent out and people are starting to like take on Joker-like symptoms. It's all complicated. Arkham, I guess, is its own little self-contained story universe now. And but yeah, it's not important. You get to like fight fucking Poison Ivy and shit, and she eventually has to help you save the day. And then of course the titular Arkham Knight shows up, and he's like a badass bad guy with cool Batman armor that you have to fight and discover the secret. Who is the Arkham Knight?
Is it Azrael?
I was gonna say, is it Azrael?
No, actually, you have to fight him too, and it's not him. Yeah. That was the funny part. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you motherfucker, you're the Arkham Knight, like, because you fight him, and it's like, yeah, you're pretty good. You're obviously the Arkham Knight, right? And it's like, nah, I don't know who that fucking guy is. He's kind of a jerk. It's like, all right, then who the fuck is he? But it's cool, man. It's rated M for mature for a reason because they get into some weird, twisted shit. The main baddies of the game, obviously, Scarecrow factors into it for the sake of weird game design. He starts infecting you with crazy neurotoxins and making you have hallucinations and making other people have hallucinations. You're working with what's her name? Oracle, Barbara Gordon. You want a spoiler on that one, David? Are you going to play this at some point?
I mean, like, if it's Barbara Gordon and she's Oracle, I think the only thing that could be spoiled has been, like, she's been shot, right?
Oh, yeah. No, that's a different spoiler. Yeah, she's been shot previously, but in this game, she fucking kills herself.
Oh,
yeah,
God, and I didn't think Barbara Gordon's story could end worse. Like,
I know, right? It's M for mature,
Holy
motherfucker.
shit.
M for motherfucking mature.
I assumed it was M for mature for the moment where, like, Batman grabs a goon over a rooftop and says, "I'm the motherfucking Batman."
Right, exactly. I fucked your mother. Now tell me where the Joker is. He's been dead for 2 games now, Batman. You're losing your shit.
It's like Frank Miller Batman the game.
So
you can actually get that costume too.
Does this have, does this have you mentioned driving on Gotham, does this have like an open world element to it or no? Like,
I mean, an open Gotham element, yeah.
Ooh. Because
you get to drive the Batmobile through the streets and knock shit over and explore the city. Yeah, that's what it is. You get it's
right.
Gotham City, and it's much larger than Arkham City, and yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, so the Barbara kills herself in a fit of Scarecrow hallucinogen, like toxin craziness. And then also, man, do I give the ultimate spoiler on this? I mean,
yeah,
do it.
do
Who is the Arkham Knight? Is it Jason
who is the
Todd?
Arkham Knight? Okay, guess what? You flash back to some torture scenes, and it's the Robin that time forgot. It's fucking what's his name that we already established
Jason
earlier.
Todd?
Jason fucking Todd is the Arkham Knight.
So he goes from the Red Hood to the Arkham Knight.
In this game, yeah. See, that's the thing. Arkham games now, I guess, are their own fucking thing. Because, he's the Arkham Knight. You got to fuck him up, and there's all kinds of other twisted stuff with, like, the current Robin, and Batman, having to fucking reveal his identity to the city. All kinds of crazy shit goes on in this game. That's what makes me think it's the last one. David, I was looking this up. Tell me if I'm wrong. Apparently, this game is the only time in any Batman media that he has to reveal his identity to the public.
Huh.
I mean, to the public? Maybe?
Yeah, he's unmasked.
But I mean, like, he has unmasked before other individual people several times.
Yeah, but like this
times.
one, as
But,
part of
like-
the ending, he fucking gets unmasked like publicly. I'm like, is that really the only time that's happened? This character's been around for a long time. You can't do it and then undo it even? Like, has this really the only time that's happened?
I'm not sure, because there was a period in the comics where where Bruce Wayne came out and admitted that he was funding Batman. He didn't say I am Batman, but like, oh no, I provide the money for it. And that started a series called like Batman Incorporated, where suddenly you had like various other Batmen around the world being funded, presumably by Bruce Wayne. But in terms of like Bruce Wayne saying like, oh no, it's me to everyone, I don't know that he has ever done that.
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool, honestly. Like, once I read that, I'm like, all right, game, respect. Like, that's, you're going all out. I thought this was just like some typical
move, game.
Yeah. And then, I mean, seriously, oh god, the ending's even bolder. Okay, so finally, I'm going to try and wrap this up quick because I know I've taken up entirely too much of the start of the show. One of the things that's in play is Batman's been infected with Joker's tainted blood. And so when you get infected with Scarecrow toxin, you have to go inside Batman's insane mind. And the Joker is trying to assume control of Batman's body so that he can become Batman and be the Joker again. Because the Joker, for the Arkham series, is dead and has been the whole time. And like the finale of it is like you got to fight inside your mind as the Joker and then against the Joker, and like the Joker gets like locked away inside Batman's mind or something. Like, it's so weird and only makes sense as a video game. Like as a piece of like comics or like other storytelling, it would be so stupid. But it's like, this is fun, so I don't care. Like, that's kind of my whole thing on the Batman Arkham games. They're fun, so I don't care how dumb they are. But yeah, it's Batman fighting the Joker inside of his mind, and I don't know. It's got Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill playing the voices, so everybody loves it. I wish this series was still a thing, but it seems like they kind of went all out on this one. So.
I was gonna say, remember when the series started with like, hey, you play as Batman and you go to Arkham and like fight 3 or 4 villains?
Yeah.
Like,
now it's like, yeah, there's like
to this?
After the DLC, there's like 25 villains, and the Joker essentially like takes over Batman's body. It's like, wow, this went off the rails in like record Batman time. So, anyway, great game, David. I'm going to send it to you. So, I need you to be online shopping for the rest of the show to get that PlayStation 4. And yeah, man. This wasn't a Scarecrow-induced hallucination. This really was how we started the show. So let's go to game 2.
Game 2.
So, one of the game's developers, Brian Walker, claimed he was never able to defeat one of the bosses without the use of the game's debug mode. Who's got some guesses?
Guesses?
Yeah, I have answers, bitch.
I was gonna say, please tell me you have a
Josh
drawing of
just
a penis.
called you a bitch.
All right,
Hide it, John. Jesse's still writing.
Oh,
John and
shit.
John have their answers.
We're going
Or
competitive
guesses.
on this show.
Not spoiling anything. Let's see.
Oh, David's
Um,
going. Jesse's going from Les Champions to Les Bitch.
So Jesse says Armor Dick. We'll have to check with the judges. John and John both say Metroid Prime 2. Judges, John and John are both correct. Jesse sadly incorrect.
Judges? What do the judges have to do with that?
Well, Johnny
judges.
occasionally gets points for drawing a penis. Armor Dick. Well, maybe we have to check.
No, man. Not for Metroid. Because guess what part of Samus's armor is not a thing? The dick part.
That's true. Metroid is very famous for not having dicks.
Yeah, famously no armored dick.
You don't
So
think
anyway.
Ridley had a dick or those other fucking.
I mean, that's true.
Forgot all their
Samus Aran is a female, but many of the villains that she faces
Kraid.
are male.
Dude, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, I think Kraid has a big old weird old like
Crocomeyer's dick.
dick. Like,
Episode title.
I mean, let us just discuss all the villains of the Metroid series and compare their dick sizes. So, obviously, top of the fucking, dick chain
Mother brain.
is Kraid.
Great. No.
No. It's Kraid. He's like
Mother
3
brain.
stories tall. He's enormous.
Mother Brain would not have a dick. Mother Brain is either female or
Mother Brain's
agender.
gonna make you suck this dick.
I do have legitimate things to say about Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, but you're going to make me do my Mother Brain imitation, aren't you?
yes, do it.
Yes.
Mother
Please.
Brain going to make you suck this dick.
There it is. Oh, welcome to the GTT radio ads. Welcome to the new free play jingle.
Now they can't-
Welcome to the
man.
new calculating computer. That was a clip for all time.
I'm so
Now they can't be
excited.
played in schools anymore.
I'm so excited. For
God,
this.
I hope that people play GTT radio still in schools. They haven't learned yet.
I'm so excited for this like hard R Captain N reboot. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
Where Mother Brain has a dick.
Oh, on Amazon Prime. Like, so good.
Now you know why they call me Eggplant Wizard. Blonk, blonk.
Anyway, okay, David. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Dark Samus. How big is the dick?
I mean, above average, but not like monstrous.
I feel like Darker Samus would have a bigger dick than regular Samus.
Yeah, I want to see the darkest Samus.
I don't feel comfortable where this bit is going.
Nope.
Dark Samus got
Game
a thick
3.
8.
So anyway, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Stacked.
God damn it.
What?
This is what happens when I start drinking before the show, man. We're only
Yeah.
on game 2, and I'm just rolling.
What?
I-
what console is this on?
honestly-
GameCube?
This is for the GameCube.
Okay.
And of the Metroid Prime trilogy, I honestly kind of feel like it might be the weakest game, but it's still a very solid and enjoyable game. This game was surprisingly difficult. But the reason that I wanted to bring up this game on our armor episode is because this game, of all of the power armor suits that Samus Aran has ever had, this game features my second favorite, which is the light suit. The light suit is badass. Podcast listeners, please Google image search, pause, and then come back to it. I'm going to get very nerdy and artistic for a second. I love the white design. I love how it uses like a monochrome. Her arm cannon is still green, but everything else is like white and black. And the way that her chest piece kind of has like a cross pattern with the little like sunken in hole sections, it almost gives her like a skeletal appearance, which you would not imagine like a light suit to have. Like if you were given a game, it's like you get a light suit and a dark suit. Like the dark suit would be the more deathly evil skeletal suits, like, but the light suit has that kind of weird skeleton design, and I don't know, it just really appeals to me. I really like the light suit in this game.
Okay, now, all that sounds awesome, David. And Metroid Prime 2 is what type of game?
It is a first-person adventure.
Okay, yes. My only, but yeah, I have no beef with you and your love of the light suit. I'm only frustrated with this and didn't pick a Metroid Prime game myself. I was on the verge of picking Metroid Prime 3, perhaps. You don't get to see the armor often enough.
I mean, there are like cutscenes in like certain points, so you do get to see it, and you do get in Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I think Wii U, there is a costume based around the light suit, which I do really appreciate. But yeah, I mean, it's true. It is a first-person game. You don't get to see it that often, but yeah, it's a badass suit. And the only reason that I chose my second favorite Samus Aran suit is because my favorite suit is the Fusion suit from Metroid Fusion, which we have already used on the show. So it's like, all right, number 2 it is.
Yeah, dude. This game's a big old number 2. And it's no, I'm kidding, man. I got nothing bad to say about the Prime series.
I was gonna say it's not bad. It's a great game. It uses that like light dark world thing from Link to the Past. Like there's some really clever puzzles. The Emperor Ing, who's the final boss, is like really challenging and really fun to fight against. But I mean, it's not gonna stack up to the first Metroid Prime because damn, the first Metroid Prime is good. Metroid Prime 3 had those like Wii controls where it really felt like keyboard and mouse controls. Like I mean, I would say this is a solid like 93 out of 100 scored game, but compared to the first and third game, I mean that's maybe the weakest.
That's the thing. I mean, like, is it an improvement over the first Metroid Prime? No, not necessarily. It's kind of a lateral move. So does it get the points that Metroid Prime got for being as like revelatory good as it was? No. Does he get the points that Metroid Prime 3 got for having the Wii controls and kind of expanding things? No. Is it really fucking good? Yeah, it
Yes.
is. Like, it's fucking good. So, yeah, no, I really got to go back and get back into the Metroid Prime series. One of my shameful admissions from the GameCube and Wii era is that I never beat the first Metroid Prime. I'm really fucking ashamed of it because I was having a lot of fun.
The first Metroid Prime is so good.
I know, and I played the fuck out of it, but I never beat it. I don't know I don't remember why, because fuck me, it was 16 years ago. But I hit a wall, and I just never went back to it. And I even own Prime Trilogy for the Wii, and still never really got back into that. I bought it more as like, oh, that's a collector's item. That's surely going to not be in print for long, so I better buy that. It's a Wii game in a steelbook. Gotta have it. And still never really beat much of those, so I gotta get back into those, man.
And Metroid Prime Trilogy came with an art book, like a full 12-page art book.
Yeah, it was like a goddamn Criterion collection of a fucking Metroid Prime game. Like it's a delight. So yeah, it's funny. I think every time Nintendo releases a new system now, people are like, "And when's Metroid Prime Trilogy coming?" Like they just expect it to be re-released every time. It's like, actually, no, I'm cool. Let mine go up in value, and you guys just keep on working on Metroid Prime 4. I saw that E3. I saw the big number 4. You tell me when that's coming. Like, I need to know.
Right, they are making that, aren't they?
I know, right? We all kind of forgot about that. I forgot about it because I suck at buying new games now, but and I didn't get terribly into the Metroid Prime series in the last 10 goddamn years, but I'm looking forward to there being a new one. I hope they actually do complete the new one. It's not very encouraging that they had to go back to the drawing board on it, but David, what would you like to see in this new Metroid Prime 4? Or do you just want to talk about Metroid Prime 2 instead? Just give us the highlight reel.
So what I would like to see in Metroid Prime 4, I would like to see new suits, and I would also like to see the ability to see those suits, because,
The right answer.
Super Metroid, I'm going to update to the gravity suit. You see that shit. Like,
yeah.
When you're in Metroid Prime, it's like, you've got the Varia suit. Here's a cutscene.
Look at
Hope you're not looking forward to seeing more of it.
Right. You see a little bit of it as you become the ball and unbecome the ball. Like, that's a cool looking suit. I wish I could just see a brief glimpse of the back of it as I, roll and unroll into that ball.
Although that was one of my favorite things about Metroid Prime Trilogy was in Metroid Prime, if you had the GBA to GameCube connector cable, which all of us had, obviously, like you could connect Metroid Fusion to it and play the entire game with the Fusion suit. But in Metroid Prime Trilogy, you could just like unlock that from the start. And like those brief glimpses when you're in an elevator where you just saw like the 3D Fusion suit, like that was the coolest damn thing.
Yep. And briefly, one of my favorite things to do, there's something silly to me. I don't know what it says about me that I love being in like a GameCube or a Wii setting and just controlling Samus in a ball. There's something fun about playing with a joystick and rolling a little ball that's a little space bounty hunter. Like it just tickles me. And I don't know what it is. Do I need a new Marble Madness or like a new Katamari game or something?
No.
Like what is it about me that I just like here's a ball, roll it with a joystick.
Maybe you just need a more intricately controlled Metroid Prime pinball. That's what the Switch needs. Metroid
Isn't
Prime
there a new
pinball
Monkey Ball?
Say
Isn't
again,
there a
Jesse?
new Monkey Ball?
There's a re-release of Monkey Ball. Maybe. Oh no, was that what Metroid Prime was trying to push on me? It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, you liked being the ball, huh? How about a little monkey inside that ball? I rented Banana Blitz back when the Wii launched, and it was the greatest game that ever existed. So yes, maybe I do need to get Banana Blitz HD. YouTube literally just pushed an ad at me, knowing it was me. It's like, you can now get Sonic inside the ball. I'm like, now hold on. Let's does Sonic need to be inside of a monkey ball? He could roll into a ball himself. No, monkey ball.
Already a ball.
Yeah,
Well, some of
Sonic
his-
is the ball.
Some of
Yeah,
his
Sonic the
power-ups
Hedgehog.
look like he gets inside of a ball, like that one clear shield thing. He looks like he's inside of a ball.
Exactly. It's a Super Monkey Ball with Sonic wearing a flame shield. Like, yeah, cool. That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I can't believe Johnny isn't chiming in on this.
No, you guys are hitting all the top points here. Like, Super Monkey Ball with like a bubble shield, electric shield, flame shield. I would love all that shit. Even the Sonic Classic 2 shield as the ball, that'd be fine too. Like, whatever, like. Yeah.
Okay, but even
Guys, come
better
on!
than
Like
that.
you're hitting all the main points. Like Sonic should be in Super Monkey Ball using the various shields. Metroid Prime 2, weakest of the Metroid Prime trilogy.
See, now,
Game
would
3.
Metroid Prime 2 be made better if you could get downloadable Sonic?
Yes.
Sonic with an arm cannon would improve the Metroid Prime trilogy in so many ways.
Sonic in the light suit, just like,
Just
come
like
on.
for some reason his hair is sticking out of the helmet.
Maybe
I'm just
maybe
saying.
that's the redesign we need for the movie.
Oh man, yeah. They
We're gonna
redo the movie, and
Oh.
it's now a Metroid movie starring Sonic.
Sonic
We're
Array.
gonna
It's still John
We're gonna
Ralphio.
redesign the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, except it's Samus Aran. Nothing else has changed.
Still John Ralphio's voice. And- yes.
Robotnik.
Oh God, yes. Jim Carrey as Mother Brain. John Ralphio is Samus, and James Marston as
Cyclops.
James Marston. No further changes.
Now I
Metroid Prime
sincerely-
2 echoes the movie. Parentheses Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
Now I truly, sincerely want a live-action Metroid movie where Samus bursts through a door, points her cannon towards Mother Brain, and says, "At last, I will defeat you." And Mother Brain says, "Alrighty then."
Yeah, maybe Sonic the Sonic movie will be the start of Jim Carrey being the star of all of our best video game movies. We can hope.
I want to see a movie where Jim Carrey plays Mother Brain, and Mother Brain bends over and makes her ass talk. That's what I want to see.
Yep,
David,
I support that.
That's what we should do. We should recast Jim Carrey in every single video game villain role. So the day Bison
Or-
destroyed your village was the most important day, but for me, it was Tuesday.
But for me, he bends over and starts talking out of his butt.
No, the whole time.
It was Tuesday.
his butt the whole time. But okay, yeah, I like your idea.
Alternatively, we recast all of Jim Carrey's movies to feature Mother Brain. Mother Brain Pet Detective.
I can't wait to see the Cable Brain
That's
or
what I'm
Brain
talking
and Brainer.
The Brain
Oh.
Show. Rest in
Yep.
peace, Levi Stubbs.
Me, myself,
God.
and Brain.
Me, myself, and Mother Brain. Yep, I support all this. David,
oh man,
anything else?
and to bring us all the way around. Oh my God, Mother Brain can play the fucking Riddler. Yeah.
Yeah! Mother Brain's got a racetrack for you, Batman.
Game 3.
Thank you.
All right, this is our fan request from Chrono. Unlike the traditional Chinese music and rock collaborations in a similar game series, this game uses traditional Japanese instruments with techno. How you guys feeling?
Oh,
good.
goes
Based
John.
on the trivia.
John's not feeling that great.
Quick, move on.
quick announce before he gets back. No, we'll wait. We're gentlemen.
Yeah.
Are we though?
Oh man. Oh, the
An
Beatles.
additional.
There we go.
Oh, here it comes.
All right, so that's the game. John and I both get a point, right?
Man, that X button for the window is so close to the tabs I got going. It definitely should ask me if I want to close all tabs before I fucking hit that.
All right, let's see. We got. Johnny says Bushido Blade. We've used that game before. And David and John say Samurai Warriors, and they are correct. This is Samurai Warriors. It is, like I said, it was our fan request from Chrono. I unfortunately have not played this game, but I've played a whole bunch of Dynasty Warrior games, and if you've played a Musou game, you've played all Musou games.
Yeah, David's been playing a lot of Musou games. So, David, tell us about Samurai Warriors.
I was to say I have not played a Samurai Warriors game, but like Jesse said, I have played one of the Warriors games. So, yeah, I've played this game.
So tell us about Samurai Warriors, David. Your favorite Samurai Warriors.
Samurai Warriors is a Musou game, but rather being based on The Legend of Zelda or Fire Emblem, it's based on Japanese history.
Ah, I see.
What period of Japanese history? World War II?
No, it's
no. I believe it's the Edo period.
the Sengoku.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
How ashamed of yourself you
which
must
is
be.
the Age of Warring States. And it's got has 15 playable historic figures, so that's fun. It's kind of
Right.
weird to think about this, like these games where you're playing as these like historic figures and stuff. Could you imagine if there was like an American president Dynasty Warriors game where you just get to play as like 15 of the presidents?
Okay, I would absolutely love a game set in the Revolutionary War based on the Dynasty Warriors like formula.
Mm.
And B, Teddy Roosevelt needs to be an unlockable character.
He just rides around on a bear.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I would be all about an American History Warriors. I feel like we've talked about this last time we did a
Really?
Dynasty
Damn.
Warriors games. Like, it'd be so fucking cool. That's the problem. I can't speak to these figures from the Sengoku period of Japanese history. Unfortunately, I just don't know. The story of Yukimura Sanada and Mitsuhide Akechi, but. I feel like I have a pretty good handle on how Thomas Jefferson would handle himself in a Muso game. Like, it'd be pretty fucking good.
I love the fact that like this series started as Dynasty Warriors covering like ancient Chinese history. And I think it was like after Dynasty Warriors 3 or 4 that they made the first Samurai Warriors. Like somehow Japan sat there and said, all right, we've made a couple games based off of ancient Chinese history. Maybe we should do this for us?
Yeah, that's also funny. I guess, it never occurred to me that Dynasty Warriors is made by a Japanese company. And they're like, man, Chinese history is so rich. It's like, should we do one about Japan?
Is it our history rich? Should we do this?
Rich-ish. Yeah, but it's not Chinese history. We don't have Lubu. So
I mean, they're always nutting over that Journey to the West story anyways, so
yes. One of the starting characters in this game is Hattori Hanzo, though. So
yeah, I know him.
Cool, yeah.
Maybe you've heard of it. I've heard
Is
of
it Kill Bill?
Yeah. Sonny Chiba is one of the playable characters in this game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love me some Sonny Chiba. What are your favorite Sonny Chiba movies? Go.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He rips a guy's balls off. That's all you need to know.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm partial to the Karate Bear Fighter and Karate Bullfighter ones where in Bullfighter he chops a fucking bull's horn off with his hand. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Oh, that's the shit. See, yeah, if we're gonna get into like contemporary Samurai Warriors, like just contemporary Japanese TV and movie star guys, I need a Beat Takeshi game. Like,
oh yes,
it needs to be a Muso game set in the MXC universe where you're having to overcome a bunch of crazy obstacles, and also occasionally star in a pretty okay action movie. I mean. Beat Takeshi Warriors would be fucking great.
Oh my god. You just get to play all his different
characters. There it is,
characters.
Folks. Everything I know about Japanese movies. Good night.
Game 4.
No, it's not time for that. There's more to say.
I was good.
David
I
has
was
more
kidding.
to say.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yes.
In regards
John,
to Japanese history, Japanese action movies, or just Muso games?
All of it.
Whatever you want. It's your
Take
show.
your pick, baby. Honor the request.
So, props to Chrono for this request. The Muso series, it's a solid formula. You can apply anything to it, as is evidenced by The Legend of Zelda, Dragon Quest, Gundam, One Piece.
Animal Crossing?
I would no shit love an Animal Crossing Warriors game.
Oh man. Yeah, now who would your top 3 playable warriors in Animal Crossing Warriors be?
Okay,
Mr.
obviously,
Rossetti.
number 1, Mr. Rossetti swinging that pickaxe, burrowing underground, and unleashing his
course.
rage. Number 2, KK Slider. He's got his guitar. He can like throw out balls of like musical energy to attack from a distance. And then obviously number 3, Isabel. She is the mayor's assistant. She works too hard. She's got a lot of tension. She's got to release that. And by releasing her tension, she murders thousands upon thousands of soldiers.
Of fellow Animal Crossing villagers. Oh god, just imagine the waves upon waves of Muso characters, but they're all those adorable little Animal Crossing villagers.
See, I just kind of assume that like the waves of enemies that you fight are just like the insects and fish. Like you're just fucking up 6,000 bees.
See, that's good too. Because, yeah, my mind was also, it's like, no, it wouldn't be the villagers. She would just be fucking up wave after wave of Japanese warriors. Like, it would just take Animal Crossing and put them into samurai warriors.
There we go.
And it's just Isabel, like, whomping the shit out of all these samurais with, like, an umbrella.
There's an army of 10,000 Japanese soldiers. How will we challenge them? Well, here's a dog in a cardigan. She's gonna fuck them up.
That sounds like a good game to me, man. But yeah, anyway, Johnny, you've got 5 minutes to yourself on Samurai Warriors. So
Oh wow!
take it away, Hoss.
All right, so Samurai Warriors. So well, one, I thought you guys said Somari Warriors, which had me a little bit concerned because Somari is that crazy shitty like Mario in Sonic game for the NES, and I thought maybe it was something related to that. So kind of game where you're fighting like 8-bit Stario pirate Sonic characters in some kind of like never-ending battle mode kind of thing, Somari Warriors. And that's as far as I got.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
I'm
please
about
do.
to. They've kind of teased this and they've kind of hinted this, but if they ever made a Mario Warriors game, I would pre-order multiple copies. Like I
Have
would
they
be
hinted?
all over that. There was talk actually about doing a Pokemon Warriors and a Mario Warriors, and then there was Shigeru Miyamoto showed up to like Jimmy Fallon or something, and he was wearing a shirt with Mario in a samurai outfit, and people were like, "Oh, Mario Warriors," but it was actually like advertising Mario Odyssey because that was one of the outfits that he got. But seriously, like Mario wrecking through waves of Koopa Troopas and Goombas with a giant hammer, and like Luigi having the poltergust, and fucking like Rosalina summoning like starbit meteors as an attack. Like I would buy that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Rosalina would just suck everyone into her fucking black hole vagina. It would be awesome. You can't see up that skirt because it's a singularity in there. It would be dope. Yeah, no, I support any game that wants to be a Muso should be a Muso. Like, that's just...
It's such a like fun and engaging formula. You can strap anything to it and it will be successful. So like, why not strap everything to it? Please give us a Mario Warriors. Give us a Pokemon Warriors. Anything that you want, honestly.
I mean, frankly, make the next Smash Brothers a Muso.
I'm
Like,
in favor of it.
Super Nintendo Warriors. It would be so good. It would be the fucking like that's what the story mode for Smash Brothers Ultimate should have been. It shouldn't have been that little board game with all the spirits and shit. It should have been a Muso somehow also inside of Smash Brothers. Just saying. Great request, Chrono. Thank you for thanks for the request. Awesome tunes. And I think we've all pulled as much out of our asses as possible on this one. So, Johnny, unless you have even more to say about Samurai Warriors or Sega Warriors, your choice.
Or Somari Warriors. It's very
I don't want to
specific.
talk about that.
All right.
Yeah, I
Game
love your ability
4.
to think on your feet.
This game features 6 different types of armor: Nitro, Havoc, Prometheus, Spider, Ballistic, and Drak. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
David looked pretty cocky right there.
David had his answer up like
The first
halfway
song.
through the second song. Man.
Yeah.
David may or may not have changed his answer since then.
Oh, good.
That's good, David.
Let's see what happened. Oh man, we got a hat trick with Metal Warriors. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
This is Metal Warriors on the Super Nintendo. For me, this game is like one of those games that when I started getting into emulation, this is one of the games that people were like, "You got to download this Super Nintendo game." And because I'd never heard of this game, and I downloaded, it, I'm like, "Holy shit, this game is awesome!" And like, it's really fucking hard, but it's like a mech game. So you got this big suit of mech armor, you pilot around, and you can like fly. You got like a Z saber. You got like a cool Vulcan machine gun, and you can get all sorts of cool like upgrades and power ups. And you can also get out of your mech Blaster Master style and fly around and shoot little things and get into other mechs. You can't like steal them from people; they have to be empty before you get into them. But there's like different ones you can get that do different things, and it's a pretty
Now,
sweet
when you
game.
When you say they have to be empty, I mean, do you have to kill the occupant?
No. They just have to be sitting
Oh.
there, and they look kind of like gray, and they're not moving.
Okay, so it's like in Mega Man X when you come across an unused power armor in Chill Penguin stage, and it's like, okay, yeah, this thing's cool, and then it's like later on, you can like beat the other guy wearing the power armor, but like you can't really beat the guy out of the power armor. You have to, you have to get into it before he does. I don't know. It should be Grand Theft Power armor, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you show up in the Havoc armor and there's a guy wearing like, oh man, that's a nice looking ballistic armor you got there. I'm gonna blow your goddamn head off. I want that armor like that. Yeah, that should be the game.
There was I think it was BattleTech for Xbox, like the original Xbox. I think it was BattleTech 2, and one of the selling points was like you could get out of your mech and go up to enemy mechs and pull the pilots out of them and steal their mechs. And when you did it, a computer would say Mech Jack, and it was like, yeah,
I'm
That
into
game was
Mech
fucking
Jack.
Sweet. Damn, I should have used that game instead. Fuck.
As I say that now, I realize I've made a mistake, but not really, because you picked a fucking SNES game with a bopping soundtrack.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's published by Konami,
I
developed
know.
by LucasArts.
I
Yeah.
know. Like I was playing this, I was like, holy shit! I didn't realize all these people got together for this thing. This is cool.
They get the same team
And-
as Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it runs on the Zombies Ate My Neighbors engine, but it's like not at all Zombies Ate My Neighbors. But it's like, Yeah, I could see a cool update to Zombies Ate My Neighbors where you're just running around wearing power armor. Like, I'd be into that. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, actually, it's a side scroller. It's like, I guess that's still cool.
I would love to play a game like where you're piloting a mech suit and just smash through like wooden picket fences to go into people's backyards.
Yeah, seriously, just Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but mech suits. Like, you got to save the baby, you got to kill the zombies with the soda cans, you got a little squirt gun, but you're also wearing ballistic armor. Like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, instead of having to find the key to the house, you just knock down the house. Like,
That sounds
it's
awesome.
yeah, no, it
I
sounds
love the idea of having like a giant like titanium mech suit, and yet the arm cannon is still a squirt gun.
yeah.
Now you got me
Yeah,
thinking.
it's like, you need a key. It's like the fuck I do. Smash.
That sounds like a version of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, but you're always the Michael Jackson robot. Like, I would love to play. I would love to find more games where you can play as a robot the whole time. Like Zombies in My Neighbors as a robot.
Yeah, Mech Suit Jackson's Moonwalker would be pretty goddamn
Oh God!
good. Just Michael Jackson in always power armor. Like, Johnny, how have you yourself not cracked the code to that game
Fuck.
to allow you to always be the robot?
Oh, I'm gonna start ROM hacking now and make
Yep.
this happen.
I just realized I need to get into ROM hacking. Oh God, that Yep, just a robot flying through a like gangster club and blowing everybody away.
God.
Oh, yep, I'm into it. But that doesn't occur in Metal Warriors. So Jesse, then, so this is for SNES. So it's kind of pre-Muso era, despite the name.
Yeah, they
it's
had the
not
Warriors name first.
It's not a
actually.
Muso game.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, that's funny. Both are Warriors, but although one thing this game does have that's interesting, especially for its time, is there's no HUD. Like you, everything like you need to know by like just visual clues. Like if you pick up some like rockets, and so you use as many rockets as you see that are on your mech. So like you'll see like the 3, and then once simple subtraction. But like when your mech takes damage, your mech starts looking like it's taking damage, and like it deteriorates really quick, and you'll be like, hey, I need a new fucking mech or some health, because eventually they can just totally cripple your weapons, and you're just a big piece of metal walking around that's getting shot, and that's really annoying. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like there's no like life bars or anything, and it's cool.
I like that. Yeah, I bet they thought of that as like a programming challenge. Like, okay, well, we're not going to do a HUD, so you got to see like the fucking like the robots start to deteriorate, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, yeah, let's do it, because LucasArts, man, they made some ambitious kind of shit. They were having some fun doing some programming stuff, and this seems like the kind of thing that would have pushed them to the limit. Man, I only wish I knew more about this game. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't they put this out as part of the Super NES collection for the Switch? Like,
because everyone has to fucking play Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Damn it! Every fucking buddy has to play that trash.
Right? Yeah, you down with the Brothers?
Hot take.
Let's not get into that debate.
Oh, we just did. Fucking this game is so much better than that trash.
Johnny's in control of the soundboard. Do you not remember the discussions we have from week to week? Like, I'm really curious now, because I mean, I think it's like previously established that only David considers that game like worthwhile, and you still gave Jesse a hot take for trash.
I'm the only person on the planet who has found any enjoyment in Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
I may have
You and a
Alzheimer's.
guy I watched do a speed run recently. I watched a replay of a Games Done Quick where a guy did Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and it's like, yeah, wow, that's impressive that he took his life to memorize that game. and work his way through it. That's really good. I'm glad that he knows exactly how to play that single game. But besides that, us casual people that may have maybe bought the game and tried to enjoy the game, and then were given the game on our Nintendo Switch Online thing. No, we all hate the game. It's despicable. And I need to know, does Johnny remember that we discussed that not even 2 weeks ago? Like,
I might have some memory problems, I'm realizing. Like, oh boy.
I support that as a continuing storyline of Game That Tune. We continue to make callbacks, and anytime we make a callback, somehow Johnny hits the hot take button. And it's like, for canon heads, for Game That Tune canon people, these hot takes are gonna. It's like, well, wait, no, that's not a hot take whatsoever. Like,
I love the
they
idea
spent
of us,
10 minutes making that not a hot take.
We call those cannon tunas.
Yeah.
I love the idea of us making callbacks not to episodes like 50 episodes before, but to episodes
I can do that.
2 weeks ago. Like,
Yeah,
that's our frame
what's
of
so
reference.
troubling to me. We talked about that very recently. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw back to the far distant past, October.
7 days ago.
I think it goes without saying that it's about time we all started listening to the podcast. So, David, you need to start listening to the podcast. Johnny, really pay attention. Because, on this show, at this time, Super Ghouls and Ghosts being awful is not a hot take. It's a well-established cold take. So
I appreciate that hot take sound. It makes me feel better about my opinions.
yes, so only play the hot take sound to humor David going forward.
Hot take.
There wasn't even a take.
Right. Johnny, I thought you were going to follow that up with a take that would humor David.
Nope.
He's fucked up, guys. He's all fucked up. Oh, man, the goddamn plane crashed into the mountain people.
Wow.
Oh. So
Jesse,
which one of us is gonna
Did you just
eat
make a
the
John
other?
Denver joke?
No, I don't remember what it's a joke to. I'm going to look that up. So, Jesse, anything else on Metal Warriors for the SNES?
It's definitely something you should try. It can be pretty tricky because there's a lot of enemies, but it's fun.
Awesome. Great pick. Great game. Great soundtrack. It's a bop. And Johnny, no hot take here. It's time to take this thing home with Game 5.
Game 5.
So one character's taunt, the Carlton, is based off the character Carlton Banks from the TV
What?
show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, in which the character performed the exact same dance named after himself.
It's not Fortnite.
God, there are so many things this could be.
Oh, well, let's see some answers.
Yeah, start listing them, David.
All right, so everybody says Team Fortress 2, and everybody is correct. I know that last song is a giveaway, but that
Headshot.
song is so dope. It's so good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's a classic bop.
I love this game's soundtrack, and I'm so like this game's been around for like over 10 years now. You guys realize this, right? Like since 2007. This
How
is
many
legit.
hats do you have?
John, the Orange Box came out quite some time ago. This is not something I equate with like modern gaming.
Except
It's old fashioned.
it's still going. That's the thing. It's still a thing that people play. It's not.
Although
like,
I do have a question, Johnny, and this is a question that comes from my own ignorance, because I was thinking to the cast of this game, who wears armor in Team Fortress 2?
So, do collectible hats count as armor? Because I'm going to argue that they do.
I mean, yeah.
Because-
Doesn't someone wear a hat, like wear an armor besides a hat in this? Like,
I mean,
that's gotta be a
probably,
thing,
but
right?
this game invented the loot box and it invented the collectible hat. Okay, like, would
But
they,
which
That's
one of
why
them
we're
is-
all here.
So still,
would they
No,
introduce?
I mean, but doesn't that
Let's
Didn't we do
big Brian
collectibles
Urlacher
last
motherfucker? Isn't he wearing like body armor? I mean, isn't he at least
No.
wearing like?
no,
Yeah.
a fucking wife beater, you know,
no
a tank
hats.
top.
It's all about hats.
Johnny,
No.
if you led your
Game
point
over.
with there's a soldier wearing a helmet,
Yeah,
I would have given you
there
a
is that
pass.
too.
But your point was, well, like, no, that's not how you win an argument.
Look,
Well, I mean, he
Thank
wants to
you.
talk about the hats, but I mean, seriously, isn't the heavy? Doesn't he's got like an Under Armour shirt, but doesn't he have like a fucking a utility vest over that at least? I
you
mean,
know,
like,
he's got his ammo. He's got the most hit points, I think, and the most firepower of everybody. But he's the slowest. You know that's what the heavy is.
yeah, but I mean, he's
We
wearing a
understand what the
goddamn
class
vest.
Is he wearing armor?
No, he's not.
But the hats, guys, the hats have like they single-handedly started the trend to destroy modern gaming as we know it.
Game over.
I
They
don't
started
actually.
the tr-
I
they
don't
started
support
the
my
trend of-
even.
They started the trend of loot boxes. Did they start the trend of wearing armor?
No,
No reason a penis can't have more than one use.
So
What?
this game
The Heavy's
Doesn't
wearing
feature
something
armor.
over his t-shirt. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm in Johnny's corner here, even if he doesn't realize that it needs to be defended. He's wearing a t-shirt and he's got a piece of something. You know, it might be Kevlar, it might be just a fucking
sandwich.
It might be an Eddie Bauer vest, but he's got something on over his shirt. It's got a little collar on it. He looks like fucking solid as Snake. The Heavy is wearing some piece of body armor.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
the Heavy is
And that's
clearly
what
Is it
wearing.
I'm like. I am willing
Is it
to defend
cool?
Johnny, and I am willing to go along with him. Except he's not willing to do that. It's like it doesn't. Isn't there a character who wears a helmet that is armor? And Johnny's response is, people wear hats. Like, no,
Look, David,
you're not
the theme
helping
isn't
yourself.
the theme isn't games with helmet, it's games with armor. So I'm trying to look at, the full body here, and he is wearing a, what would be a functional outfit, and he also has an over thing on, like a vest of some material covered with a bandolier of bullets. The guy, he's got some armor on. I'm going to give Johnny this one. I don't want to edit in the reversed game over sound, so I'll just edit another Snake penis clip.
He's swinging that penis around with only one hand.
That's what you're doing, David.
Oh no, my penis requires two hands.
Yeah, and that's why you're so strong. You're swinging that thing around with only one hand. So Johnny, do you want to talk about the hats? What are we here to talk about?
No, well, so Team Fortress 2, I feel I love this game because this game was in development hell for 8 years. It was like borderline Duke Nukem Forever level development cycle. It was vaporware for the longest time. For a while, it was going to be done in a style that was similar to a realistic combat game a la Call of Duty, and then it came out. And it was cartoony, and it was fun, and had this kick-ass soundtrack. And you had the Heavy who does have armor, and came out on the orange box, and you had to buy it. But they kept this game going, because I think when it came out, it only had 6 maps, and they kept adding new maps and fan created maps and things like that. Next thing you know, nowadays, I think the game has over 100 maps that comes with the default download. And then they added hats. And at the time they had the hats were a fucking stupid concept. It was who the fuck would buy these hats? This is the goddamn stupidest thing I've ever seen. And of course, what do? I log into a game. I see a guy with some kind of I see a guy with some kind of 10-gallon hat that's on fire, and I was like, I need that hat. I gotta get that hat. Fuck, they got me.
Yeah, but he's got a new hat.
And they really hit the
Malibu Stacy, the game. Yeah.
They really hit the.
It's just the same Team Fortress, but he's got a new hat.
Yeah, they really got their finger on the pulse of the whole loot box craze way ahead of everybody else. But what I do like about this game though is that they were pretty good about bringing in cross-platform support pretty early on. The game came out in 2007. I think the Mac version came out in 2010, and the Linux version came out in 2013, which I know is a long time for most games, but considering this game was still being played and still updates coming out, that's not so bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Most games, if a game came out in 2007 and the Linux version came out in 2013, it's usually that fine. I don't care. I already played this 6 years ago. But
yeah,
this is a game that I feel was able to pull that off.
Now, see, Johnny, what I want to know is why you didn't, as a deflection on Jesse and David coming for you, why you didn't prepare to talk about this. It's a very simple Google search. Team Fortress 2 armor. And guess what comes up? Try and guess. Don't Google it.
An armor
No.
Like a power up.
No. The Steam Workshop, man. You can submit user created stuff to this game. You could have just fucking fallen back on that. There's all kinds of user created armor for every character. Because most of the characters, they're just wearing their red or blue colors. But you could have fallen back on being like, hey, man, Steam Workshop, big deal. You can, people that could have created things, you could submit it to the game and have it get in the game and be downloadable. User created content, big part of games these days. maybe Team Fortress 2 was ahead of that trend too,
Huh, I
because
think it
even
was.
you didn't think to say that.
Yeah, no, because when
But,
I think of Steam Workshop, I primarily think of a way to legally distribute Sonic the Hedgehog ROM hacks, right? Like, that's what I use Steam
Yep.
Workshop for.
Not
Now-
doing that whole thing again.
I do have one pressing question. Johnny, Team Fortress 2, what's your class?
Scout. I just run it as fast
Hell
as I
yeah.
can,
I'm-
and just like I'm just
To
all
kill a
in,
mockingbird style.
and I'm probably
I
gonna
was
die
gonna say,
pretty quick. like
I feel like I should be surprised, but I'm not whatsoever.
yeah, because like I'm really not good at this game, right? So I pick the class where I'm just gonna be as fast as I can, which is the Scout. Like, because I know I'm not long for this world, so I'm just gonna go in hot and fast like a shooting star, just try to get whatever I can done before I get killed. Because again,
Gotta make moves.
I'm only gonna be in this for like 30 seconds tops. When I pass a minute, that's like a celebration. I go buy a bottle of champagne.
So would you say when you play Team Fortress 2 as the scout, your goal is you gotta go fast?
Yes. I don't have a sound for
Even
that. I
nice.
don't know.
A little bit of a man.
Yeah.
That raises an important question for the show. Why do we not have a default Sonic the Hedgehog
I
sound?
don't know.
Can we please
know-
can we please incorporate John Ralphio saying meow onto the soundboard?
We can.
It's a good
And
idea.
we will once we all get that Patreon money together to come together and see the Sonic movie together. That's secretly the ultimate use of the Patreon funds. We all buy plane tickets to go see Sonic the Hedgehog on Valentine's Day with each other.
100%.
Oh my god, how romantic.
Yeah, I will do that. Like, nope. like, I'll whatever city you pick, I will buy a ticket. I will fly to it if we make this.
Now, will you take your wife or will you just go by
that-
yourself on Valentine's?
It doesn't matter.
With us, motherfuckers. It's a
Okay.
group
Yeah.
thing. We all go
fuck?
together.
She can come if she wants, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's always been my policy. I feel like that gets a sound, but no, it doesn't. It just gets Johnny's slow clap.
No
That's
reason
pretty
penis can't have more than one use.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything ever would get a my man sound, it is that.
No,
Yeah, seriously.
that's
fuck
not a
asshole.
my man.
So anyway, no, I'm not Johnny's man. Yeah, Team Fortress 2. Man, I bought the orange box and I never played this. Like,
Really?
no. Why would I have?
Because it's
you bought
actually,
it?
like a lot of fun. What
Portal,
what did you,
though.
What did you play? Okay, Portal. Yeah, fair.
I was say
Yeah.
Portal and Half-Life 2. That's what I played on the orange box.
Oh, right. See, that's the funny thing. I bought Portal. It came in this thing called the orange box. And then that was it, man. I didn't play anything else. So, yes, I accept my crown as the most basic bitch of Game That Tune. It's fine. I accept it because guess what? Portal's great. Team Fortress 2, probably fine. If it's still got a community 12 years after it's been released, I have to assume it's something. It's certainly not just overrun with insane people. It's probably got a booming
Well,
community.
Lots of hats.
Porque
Yeah,
no los
exactly.
dos.
Yeah, user-created hats? Whoa, why not? So, yeah, and then Half-Life 2, sure. Yeah, Johnny, great pick. What an unexpected pick. What an unexpected debate. I didn't think at any point during the show we were going to have to debate what armor was. This, I thought this theme would be pretty straightforward. And yet, here we all are.
I didn't think that multiple people on the show would have to debate with each other about the validity of a person's game, not involved in the debate.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's this whole discussion has taken me by surprise, but
He definitely
Yeah,
found a
man.
chink in our armor.
indeed,
Oh.
Are you trying to get on SNL, Jesse? What the fuck was that?
All the time.
Yeah. No. Different use of the phrase. Johnny, anything else on Team Fortress 2? I'm also not used to you going last. So it's like, usually you lead off the show with something like this and then we move on. But now it's like, well, Johnny, we're bringing this thing home. You got anything left?
Are we done?
Calculating computer activated. Computers. Beeps. Boops.
Damn it, John.
Scoring complete.
Classic.
This game's winner is John Harrington.
Yeah, it is. What a win jingle. I
about
forgot how
time.
short that one was. Man, what a game. What a show. What a night. What a week. What is armor?
What armor?
Yes, exactly.
What a Thanksgiving.
What a Thanksgiving this is going to be. This is all I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to get together with my wife's family, and all I'm going to talk about is the fact that I won Game That Tune last night.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, what the fuck is Game That Tune? I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I haven't shared this side of myself with you all before, but I do host a podcast.
Yeah.
And we did just finish our 180th episode.
You're going to give them
So,
the stickers, right?
Yeah, stickers.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's going to be stickers all over their house. They're going to be like, what is happening? What are these swole ass tunas doing all over our house? What is Game That Tune?
Let's
John,
Google
Who
it.
did this?
John, would you like to say the blessing? I would, but first let me ask a question. Are hats armor?
Yeah, exactly. Before I say the blessing, I'd like to say
Please check out
a
our
free play
Patreon.
jingle. Yeah. Before I'm thankful for everybody that checks out Patreon. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. No, I have to pick a theme for our next episode. And man, what a time this is. It's a time of Thanksgiving, a time of not being able to come up with a theme that ties into the holiday of Thanksgiving, as David so humbly attempted to do a couple of weeks ago. So, you guys can all say thank you to me, because episode 181 is going to be a free play.
Game That Tune. Free play.
Panties.
Panties.
Panties. I got you some meat. Let me see your cake.
Panties.
Panties. I have this piece of meat. Now get on this other piece of meat.
Say, I'm gonna take your GTT panties off with my teeth.
Panties. Eat this meat and then spit it out.
I really don't like how many times we all just said, I'm not even going to say it. I am not going on your goddamn soundboard.
Say titties.
Titties.
Say it slower.
Titties.
Now say it like you're ashamed of yourself.
Titties. I'm going on your soundboard, aren't I? Panties.
Yes.
That's the best free play jingle.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried that I need to top that next week. I don't know that I can. That's wow. What a theme. What a free play jingle. And it's just gonna be a great show. We got episode 100.
Shit. That's my bad.
Shut up, John. You're done.
Yeah. Bonus tunes, not even yours. Peace out, y'all. Yep. So join us next week for a fantastic free play. And I want to tell everybody, even the requesters, you better bring your goddamn A game next week. You know why? Next week, whatever games we choose, one of them will be, not even could be, one game will be game 900 that we've used on this podcast. Get your requests in. You motherfuckers, Johnny, Jesse, David, you all bring your A game. Let's load next week with fantastic tunes and just have a fantastic free play episode. So yes, join us then next week. We appreciate you guys all watching along live with us this week. What a week we've had here. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching along live. We're live every Wednesday night, even the night before Thanksgiving, on twitch.tv, YouTube, and Facebook. All search for Game That Tune. We're always there, and we love you guys watching along live with us. You got to check us out in podcast form, though. Find us in anywhere you get your podcasts. We're a search for Game That Tune. I don't know. Throw us a review, maybe, but mostly just listen and enjoy. When you're driving to Thanksgiving tomorrow, listen to Game That Tune. And actually, no, don't listen to it because you're presumably going to be with your family. So don't do that. But listen to Game That Tune other times, anytime you want. On demand. That's the beauty of podcasts. They're on demand. So just find an episode, listen to it. Game That Tune in your podcast device. And thank you to everybody who checks out patreon.com/Game That Tune. It's Thanksgiving. We're most thankful for the people that go to Patreon. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate your contributions to the show. We appreciate you guys checking out Jesse's Covered Up series. We appreciate you guys checking out GTT Gems. It's been a month, a couple of months of just utter busyness, and I don't want to claim fatherhood as an excuse because it's an easy excuse, but us dudes with kids who create Patreon content, maybe we're a little behind, and we're gonna get that back on track. I promise, man. I'm gonna tie a string around my finger and I'm gonna be like, John, you really got to push out that fucking GTT Gems for the months of September, October, and November real goddamn soon. We're going to close the year strong because we're going to have GTT Gems. We're going to have a end of year mixtape. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff going on at patreon.com/Game That Tune. Thanks to everybody who subscribes at the super fan tier level. Oh, here it goes. Alex Messenger, Damian Beckles, Lance Revere, Bradford Stevens, Daniel Perky, Chrono. Did I forget anybody? No, I didn't. Chrono is our requester tonight, and he had request priority because he is a super patron, and he sent us his request via our Discord server. So find our Discord server. I don't know. The link's on our website. It's in our YouTube description. It's everywhere. Just join us on Discord. We like chatting with you guys. Or send us your request, gamethattune@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter at gamethattune. We love getting requests from you guys. We love, even if we don't use them as a request, I'll see what you requested and I'll just make it my song because oftentimes I run out of ideas for this show. And that's me putting my voice into John Regan's body. And, you can also check us out on Twitter individually. You can find me at JGangsta187 on Twitter. You can find John Regan on Twitter at
JP Regan JR.
You can find David Fleming on Twitter at
BFD Fleming.
And you can find Jesse Moore on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
So, John,
hell yeah,
you
fellas.
introduced the bonus song from the winner, but since you're the winner, I feel like I should take up the mantle and do that. So, John, what are you taking us home with tonight?
I thought you were going to introduce my bonus song. I'm like, what are you presuming to do here? Yeah.
He's got a lightning round.
Yeah, let's do a fresh.
Normally, you introduce
the
bonus music, but fuck you, I'm not playing your bonus music.
Yeah. Let's do a fresh take of that where I'm significantly less confused. All right.
So, John, usually you close out the show and introduce on fresh take. Here we go.
That's the show, everyone. Have a good night. Da, 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 da.
No, I need to introduce this bonus tune.
All right, John. So usually you have the winner take us out. So what's your bonus?
No, John, get your shit together. I've got to edit this together, and it's got to sound coherent in podcast form. Stop laughing.
So,
Suck it up.
John, normally you're the one who introduces the bonus music and closes us out, but since you're the winner, what are you taking us home with? What's your bonus tunes?
David, you didn't come in second place. This is a responsibility reserved for John. John, give us a fresh goddamn take of this.
Okay, well,
David, fine, fuck it.
David tied for second, so he actually did come in second.
Ah!
You keep looking for a fresh take, and as soon as you get one, you're like, "No, I don't like that take.
Okay,
Someone
here we go.
else do
Here
it."
we go. Here we go.
All right, David, do it.
No, now, John. Shit. Sorry. I got thrown up by you telling David to do it. Okay, here we go. 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 Here we go.
Let's hear it, Jesse.
Shut.
So, John, normally you take us home, but since you won, how about you tell us what you picked for your bonus music and why?
I appreciate that, Jesse. That's a fantastic segue and a good way to introduce my bonus tunes. Like I said, I'm tying a string around my finger to remind me to publish episodes of GTT Gyms to the Patreon to close out the year. And in the spirit of that, I've chosen one of the best songs that I've listened to recently from doing GTT Gyms. You'll hear it on the Patreon soon. It's Background Music 1 from Arnold Palmer, Tournament Golf for the Sega goddamn Genesis. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace out, everybody. Arnold goddamn Palmer. Batman Arkham Knight is copyright 2015 Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is copyright 2004 Nintendo of America Incorporated. Samurai Warriors is copyright 2004 Omega Force and Koei Company Limited. Metal Warriors is copyright 1995 LucasArts Entertainment Company Limited and Konami Company Limited. Team Fortress 2 is copyright 2007 Valve Corporation.
Okay, so John, usually you're the one that introduces the winner and tells them to use their bonus two for the next. God, I still can't do it. All right, I'm closing this out.